If opening your email feels like you're walking into a room you've been avoiding, I totally get it because I used to live there. I feel like I have a million email accounts, but now there's honestly never more than a couple unread emails across all of them. So here's a system that works for me, and I hope that it works for you. Before I had this system, I had multiple hundreds of unread emails. I would miss things that actually mattered. And honestly, it was like constantly this low grade anxiety that I was living in because I kind of knew I wasn't on top of it and I might have missed something that I shouldn't have. Now, the whole thing runs on one rule. And that is, if an email is sitting in my inbox and is unread, the unread means it requires something from me. So either a follow-up, a response, I need to do something about it, something that is requiring my attention and I need to do something. And that's why it's unread. That's it. Now, I don't even think about it. I go into my email multiple times a day and I will organize things into folders once I read them. And it's become just seamless. And then again, if I read it and it requires an action, I press the unread button, leave it in my inbox, and it's unread. So that way, the moment it's handled, it goes into a folder and it's not taking up any mental space in my head or in my inbox. Although now it's become way more seamless and I don't really count how many times I look at it, just when I have a break, if I'm traveling, whatnot. Throughout the day, it'll just be seamless when I check my email. But before, I used to do it once in the morning, once in the evening, and then any time in between if it was necessary for work emails. This way, there's a system around it. You can do a catch-all at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, and that way you don't miss anything, and you can start this system. And then slowly, like I said, it'll kind of become seamless. So overall, that was a lot, but the thing that actually changed the game was actually having a system. So if I can respond within a couple minutes, I do it immediately. 2, if it requires a bigger follow-up, I will keep it unread. And I don't have very many notification bubbles on my phone, so I will see that number and eventually go into it sometime in the day, do that follow-up task and respond or do the action. And then 3, not letting it pile up and moving it to folders and keeping it organized once I've dealt with the email. And what all of this helps with is not having the emails pile up, because a pile up is the issue. That's what makes it anxiety driving. It's this mountain I have to climb and oh my God, I'll do it later. None of that exists anymore because I have the system. We have enough mental load in our life, and so I try to do anything and everything that I can for my digital life to remove any sort of mental load. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's it. I haven't changed it in years. It's a system that works for me. I don't miss anything, and it is so great because not once do I think about my emails or my inbox. It sounds so small, but clearing your inbox clears your head. And I've taken this to the next step with text messages or anything else. I don't really have very many unread notifications, and my life is so much better that way.